Welcome back. Now it's time to get serious with some serious business.
Okay.
With Kay Custer for our business news. Kaylee.
Thanks for that intro, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
The King of New York's crown is for sale, and airlines are restructuring. But first, there's a laptop shortage in the U.S., and it's posing a snag in remote learning. Schools could see a laptop shortage, according to an investigation by the Associated Press. Lenovo, HP, and Dell have told school districts they have a shortage of nearly 5 million computers. The companies blame supply chain distributions and sanctions on China. Those shortages could last up to several months. And the computers, the laptops, are going to be the hottest accessory going back to school this year.
Well, of course, yeah. You need that.
Yes, of course, because they're doing it online.
Yeah, a lot of online schooling or hybrid schooling, so this computer shortage is coming at a wrong time.
It sure is.
Can 2020 get any worse?
Well, I'm just saying, isn't that the reason for the shortage? Because of everybody's needing computers.
It could be, too. So hopefully parents or children already have computers that they're using at home and don't need to buy a new one. Hopefully it doesn't break and they need to buy a new one.
Exactly.
So we'll see how this shortage pans out.
It just is a domino effect, is it not? Things you don't even think of.
It is, it is. So next, we've got airlines. The coronavirus continues to ravage the travel industry. American Airlines specifically announced plans to cut 19,000 workers in October. That's when the federal aid meant to protect those jobs will expire. The move will eliminate around 30% of American Airlines' entire workforce. And Delta is doing the same, furloughing nearly 2,000 pilots this fall. Delta says the October cuts can be avoided if pilots agree to a 15% pay cut. But the pilots union has been reluctant to do this, announcing just last week that about 1,800 pilots signed up for early retirement, with most expected to leave the company by September 1st. Delta's $25 billion federal stimulus funds are set to run out at the end of September, and the airline says it's overstaffed. So that's the reason why they're cutting people.
Oh my goodness. And you've traveled.
Yeah, I have traveled during it.
And I know prices are better right now.
The prices were good, but here's the thing. When I did travel on the plane, I expected it to be like empty. It was jam-packed.
Really?
Jam-packed. So I don't know if that means people are traveling or they're just cutting down the number of flights so the people who do travel are all in the same one versus,
think probably that,
you know?
because of the gas cost and stuff.
It might be a little bit of both. People might be getting more comfortable taking on a flight, taking onto a plane and going somewhere. But
I do think people are getting sick and tired of all this, though. I think at some point we're going to all have to just be like, you know what? We got to live life. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I'm just like, I'm getting over it.
But I will tell you, it's never a bad idea to wear a mask on a plane. I've done it for 10 years.
You have?
And people get sick a lot of times. That recirculated air, always wear a mask. Even when this is gone, wear a mask on a plane.
It's healthy.
I like that mask idea. Unlike the travel industry, housing is holding up pretty well during the pandemic. S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller says its 20-city home price index rose 3.5% in June from the same time a year ago. That's good news for you, Jeremy.
Yes, it is, actually.
There you
I am
go.
always looking at like real estate. I was heartbroken when it crashed in 07 with the housing bubble. But, you know, knowing that houses are still going strong real estate, I love that.
I know. And interest rates are still low. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, good for the economy.
Somebody who was just talking to us, Kelly, yesterday about, what was it, Kaylee?
I heard somebody was talking about it. Oh, it was
Kaylee, I think.
No, it was our cameraman, Clint, was talking about he didn't want to move because he got a good interest rate, correct?
Yeah, and then Kaylee was saying when she was buying a house, everything she looked at was gone before she could even put a bid on it.
Oh, yeah, because
they're so gone.
Oh, we were talking about that. Yeah, there's not very
that's
many,
what I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
there's not enough houses for people.
Yeah, or there's too many people that want to buy houses.
Well, that's right.
Yeah. And then they just sneak up underneath, So forget using a car to drive somewhere during the pandemic. A lot of people are using them to just sit in, because other people are driving them crazy in their house. A new study by TrueCar shows nearly 3 in 4 people are using their vehicle as a private space to get away from the people they live with. You know, we all need an escape at times.
Should we go into that? I think people are having to really revamp and learn their partner, or go sit in their car. I'll be in the driveway. I'll just be in the driveway. I'm not going to burn up my gas.
I think sometimes, too, it's hard if you have younger kids, too, to even get some space to work. And that solo space is needed to focus and concentrate and get stuff done.
My space.
Oh, remember
Something we used-
MySpace?
Exactly, that's why I said it. And
Oh.
that didn't last that long.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we all need MySpace right now.
Well, at least sitting in your car is practically free, which brings me to the next survey that found the coronavirus is causing more people to be cautious with their money. 2 in 3 people surveyed say the pandemic has turned them into a frugal person. And interestingly, the survey from shopping site Slick Deals also found that the average age a person becomes frugal is 31. I know you guys aren't there yet.
No, I'm not
but
ready, no.
Jeremy,
No.
maybe in a couple years.
In a few years.
Jeremy's 15, I'm 21.
I'll just, in a few years.
Yeah, no more expensive wallpaper.
Listen, the frugalness, it's so weird. Sometimes I'm so frugal and sometimes I'm not at all. And
See, I kind of do the opposite. For some reason, when the economy is good, I'm frugal. And when it's
Really?
bad, I spend because I want to help the economy. I feel like I'm doing my
Oh, I
part
see
to
what
help the
you're saying,
economy.
yeah.
Is that weird? But I do I
that's
spent
a
a lot
You're
of money
balancing somewhere.
because I just am like, I'm not going to be part of the people who
hoard the money.
hoard
and
the.
don't-
Yeah, I say I want to help businesses. If I go out to eat, I wear the mask, then I sit down and I eat and I put it back on. You know, so I just want to help the economy
I'm
Right.
always helping the economy, I'll just tell you.
in one way or another.
Always.
Well, this next one isn't really frugal at all. A plastic prop from a party shop, famously worn by Notorious B.I.G., could fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. The gold-colored crown was worn and signed by Biggie during a photo shoot in 1997, 3 days before he was killed in L.A. The item is just one of some 120 items going under the hammer at Sotheby's hip-hop auction. It's the first auction staged by a major international house devoted entirely to hip-hop.
It's plastic. It's like I think they probably bought it at Party City or somewhere like that. I mean, it's a very thick, solid plastic, but that's what it is. The value is very much derived from the story and the provenance.
Other items feature an archive of 22 autographed love letters written by Tupac and his high school sweetheart. The auction will be held September 15th at Sotheby's in New York City. A portion of those proceeds from the sale will benefit the Queens Public Library Foundation to support their hip-hop programs, organized by the iconic rap video director Uncle Ralph McDaniels, as well as Building Beats, which is a nonprofit that provides tech, entrepreneurial, and leadership skills to underdeserved youth through various music programs. So there is a portion
That's good to hear.
going towards the next generation of hip-hop.
Awesome.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes. Thanks,
All right, very
Kaylee.
good. All right.
Great business news
Yes,
today.
it really it is. All right, so much more fun when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Yes.
I've always wanted to be rich enough to have an auction at Sotheby's.
So fun.
I'll never be rich enough to auction at Sotheby's. So.